slept. I made sure that I found a way through a cloud of haze. Every day I wept, found how to live through all them cloudy days. You know the mind's a maze with all its mixtures. It's always hard to get the entire scope of the picture. 1080p, that's you other busters, yeah, obsolete. Can't fuck with me, excuse my French, but I'm not discreet. I wear my heart on my sleeve, but I've learned my lesson. I've learned 1996 birth, one of the greatest weapons untold. I'm destined to reach heights thought I could never see, but foolish thoughts rampage my heart and let me not reach the peaks that's entrusted to me. My belief shatter of past actions. I grieve, but grievance never really matter. It's how I choose to act differently in the coming battles to overcome my limitations and get out my shadow. But it's hard to wade in this water, but it was never shallow. Fuck it, let me get the paddles. Fuck that now, let me get this castle. Fuck that now, let me get this battle.
What it do, everybody? It's Squad Nero back up in this thing again. It's Sage. With my brethren, as always, we got Croco's Corner, we got Chef D, and we got T Smooth. Yo guys do the vast realms of creativity that we call comic books, animation, and gaming. We appreciate y'all for stopping back again. I gotta figure out what episode this is.
73, Dodo.
73?
Yep.
72?
We did 72 last week. That was Superman.
Yeah, that was 72 was last week.
I thought 71 was last week.
Someone cannot count.
73.
No, it was 72 last week.
73 then, episode 73. Appreciate y'all for stopping by yet again. If y'all here, y'all already know what the deal is. Y'all see where that like button is, that thumbs up button? Smash that bit. And also smash the subscribe button as well if you're coming from the YouTube side. Or just let us know that you all up in the comments by tapping in with the chat. We do have open dialogue with our I was about to say customers, Lord have mercy, with
viewers.
Everybody that taps in with us. Please say whatever is on your mind. If y'all not enjoying the takes, if y'all think we stupid, let us know. If y'all think we smart and we got the eyes on the prize, then let us know. All right, and appreciate y'all yet again.
And as I said, tell him he's stupid, not us.
Yeah, nigga. Nonetheless,
let me kick this off because I did. I'll start off with the movie reviews. Keep it quick, short, and sweet. Before I start, spoiler free or spoilers?
No spoilers. If it's a super new movie,
it just came out.
Okay, I know what you did last summer.
That joint just came out this past weekend.
Yes,
right?
it did.
No
But I'm saying, are y'all gonna go see it?
No.
Probably not.
No.
In theater, no.
I didn't even know that it was coming out.
So I go spoiler? Can I go spoiler?
No spoiler.
I'm not gonna say nothing major.
No spoiler. Because if it's a recent movie, somebody's probably going to go see it.
Just tell them that all they gotta do is fast forward 3 minutes.
That's a whole lot of gibbly gabbly goop. No
okay,
spoiler.
I'll start with one that started that was, what was it? Last week when Superman released. So Jurassic Park Rebirth, Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali. That one, hey, you said that one is it didn't come out this weekend.
I don't care about nothing. I just care about spoiler shit. So let me spoil some shit. I'll switch the movie if I got to.
Hey,
go ahead.
I will. So spoiler alert for Jurassic Rebirth. So it has Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali. I don't know anybody of the rest of the cast. No one really notable. Honestly, I give the movie a 7 out of 10. Literally, they're going to an island that no one's supposed to go to. Is banned from travel because all these mixed breed of dinosaurs is there that they have genetically engineered. Like you have the long necks, the equivalent to the dinosaurs from Land Before Time. Littlefoot's grandparents, those are like mixed with giant long snake tails, and I'm not gonna lie, it looked majestic. It did. Visually, this movie was very pleasing. You got to see how dangerous the dinosaurs were in the water. Some amphibious ones. You got to see the T-Rex. They always gotta seem to have the T-Rex in each Jurassic Park movie. Since he's very iconic. It was like
Yeah, it's the logo.
yeah, it was actually when they showed the T-Rex, it was kind of like a little funny moment, little comic relief on how that situation transpired, but then it led to a moment of oh snap, is his family gonna get bodied? So Scarlett Johansson and her crew are trying to get blood and tissue samples from three certain dinosaurs, one flying, one land, one water. Um, you would have thought it was a Pokemon episode. And they're trying to utilize this to be able to bring medicine to the world to pretty much give people 20, 30 extra years before they get a certain disease, whether it be cataracts, cancer, and it's these three specific dinos that have the ability to extend people's lives. So you get to see the ups and downs during that whole travel. Most of the crew gets bodied, as any Jurassic Park movie. Some of them, it was kind of hilarious. Some deserved it, some didn't. And then you have this random family that gets stuck out. I don't know how they ended up here, but the dad went on one last little voyage because his oldest daughter was going to college, and she came with her boyfriend, and he had his youngest daughter there, and their ship gets wrecked by the one water monster that they were searching for, and Masha Ali and Scarlett Johansson's team saved them, and then they get split up and they deal with their adventure while being on the island trying to catch up with them. And you get to see raptors, you get to see that the one I forgot what little dino, but the one that like has the things that spring out and it like spits water or poison in its opponent's face. But overall, from start to finish, everything was shot beautifully. The story actually was straight to the point. Nothing, no plot holes. Everything was very sound. It left you with closure, because it doesn't look like we're getting another one. Thank God. Be done with this franchise. But overall, start to finish, 7 out of 10. Now, on to I Know What You Did Last Summer, since I got to keep this spoiler free. I gave, horror-wise, I have to rate it differently. If I'm rating it from the horror side, it's a 7.5, 8 out of 10. 7.5 or an 8 out of 10. It left you wanting more because it left you wanting more, since I got to keep it spoiler free. Everything down to the T, it was it left you with suspense. Everything was there. The kills and everything was down to the point where it left you like up in your seat. The jump scares was pretty good. They did well with the music to incorporate that to make you want to jump even when it's not a scary moment. Jennifer Love Hewitt, she did a good job coming back. Freddie Prinze Jr. did a good job coming back. Overall, it's a fun time. There are some fun moments that do happen, which I can't explain since Sage wants to restrict me. Freedom of speech. But overall, I do highly... Now, if we're looking at it from a standard movie rating, 6 out of 10, you really don't have to go to the theaters to see it. You can wait to watch it from home. But it was a fun time. I wasn't mad about it. I'm just glad my boo showed up.
Well, okay. So for Jurassic Park, probably weighing that one more at seeing in theater.
It was better than Superman. Fight me about it.
Seen it.
Hot take.
That's fine. That's your hot take. And then for I Know What You Did Last Summer, don't necessarily need to see it in theaters, but still was a good movie. Yeah, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
What do you mean? Oh my goodness! Here we go. What you got?
Nah, I didn't. Krakow sent us a Variety article.
Oh, there's so much in
about
that.
Kevin Feige. I didn't realize how much information was in
Yeah,
there.
bro.
I went to try to find it so we could talk about it, and this shit is
It's
so
too
fucking
much.
nuts.
You gotta isolate a specific thing you want to talk about for that.
Yeah.
Cause it's too much.
Feige Facts. That's the next.
Yeah, I mean,
Feige Facts.
After the
Feige
movie's
Facts.
all out, if we
Crazy.
want to go back, we probably could at
pass
that
through it.
point.
But I don't want to disrespect. I don't want to disrespect the movie that we
Nah.
was kind of poo pooing on for a little bit there.
What
Maybe
movie was
even
that?
still poo pooing on Superman. Superman has officially passed 400 million globally, which is I'm pretty sure around the ballpark they would need to recoup.
So,
Or hit
I-
minimum. I think they might still need like 500 or
but hold on though.
mid
It,
fours.
but Jurassic Park and Superman came out at the same time. Isn't Jurassic Park beating it out so far?
Sure.
Jurassic Park is beating it out, yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, there's
Like
certain
I said.
IPs that do that, and also it being Warner Brothers still being the company behind it, I can understand why a lot of fans still were iffy about going to it at the box office. That's not to say that Superman is a superbly great film, but I feel like it was good enough to at least deserve this and probably a little bit more depending on how it fares against Fantastic Four this weekend. Which would be very, very curious.
Does Fantastic Four pass it? Since
I
we're talking
think-
numbers.
I think it will.
At the end of shelf life, Fantastic Four is passing it, I believe. I believe they're already starting with a higher weekend box office estimated number so far in comparison to Superman. I think Superman was what, like 110? I think Fantastic Four is due to start with 130 this weekend.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So, and like we said before previously, it's really no new movies that could really combat the gravitas that a Fantastic Four film has
Outside
on
of the previous movies, but if anything,
Yeah.
they're gonna see that after.
Mhm.
It'll make you say, okay, well, I want to see Superman because
Mhm.
I haven't seen it. Then after saying I want to see Superman, you might end up getting like one of those, I don't know, like a Friday afternoon movie, and you have off for work, and it happens to be Jurassic Park. They eat like it's obviously nothing to compare to when the movie first come out, but those weeks after, they do get a little bit of change out of it.
Yeah. So let's see. Jurassic Park versus Superman versus Fantastic Four. Let's see who inevitably becomes the winner out of those.
I would
guess-
not be shocked if Jurassic Park was.
Stayed, yeah, probably. I mean, Jurassic Park is like a kid friendly type of thing.
Superhero
again,
fatigue, I think it's still happening. Maybe that's a hot take.
Yeah.
probably.
I don't think it is though. Yeah.
I think it's just box office people just making sure, or people making sure before they waste money, if this movie is actually worth it, type of thing.
Yeah,
The
because
last couple
Sinners
of
isn't a
movies-
Marvel movie, and Sinners, Sinners should be up there. So maybe it's just movies in general. Like it's just
Yeah, people are a lot
reason,
more
yeah.
fidgety. I mean, understandably so. The economy isn't really. It's cool, but it's not the greatest.
Jurassic
and
Park
money's gonna be
is-
tight. Jurassic Park.
kids love that.
Yep, and
That's the other part is you can't underestimate
Mhm.
that gets they made. I mean, Universal not making a ride off of it for nothing. It gets children's attention. So that's really where the money is at, man. 4 kids versus 2 adults. Give me those 4 kids.
Mhm.
That is gonna be more money. It's just more money. If I get plus I have to have the adults if I have the kids. Yeah, dude.
So do y'all think
Superman getting 400 is really not? That's pretty good.
it's pretty good? It's the most that DC probably has made. I ain't gonna say all that. How much is Justice
we
League?
What was the last
Imagining
movie they put
too.
out?
The last serious movie, Justice League, wouldn't it be? Or was it Flash? Flash
No,
was after that.
Flash.
Yeah.
I don't even
Do we
want to look
count
at
like
those
the
numbers.
Joker and all in the Batman?
Probably, I don't count it with like the DCEU at that point in time, or
Yeah,
their
no,
their
no.
universe, because
Yo,
it was
but
like
what's crazy is those movies being geared towards adults and being able to do as well as they do is like
that shit grossed 271. That is
crazy.
disgusting.
wait, what did?
What did?
The Flash.
Oh, it was terrible.
did
right?
how much?
The budget was 200 mil, and then the marketing is times 2.5 on top of that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
If you think
Ew.
that's bad. Fucking Wonder Woman 2 grossed 169 million.
God,
And the budget was
yo,
200 million. They
we
past
saying
couple films
this.
was gonna
When the
done that.
We
kids
saying this,
don't,
and you understand why Superman did not blow up like most people would assume it would, since it's been having glowing reviews. Just like Thunderbolts, the last couple of movies Marvel has been dropping has quote unquote been ass. Let's just be frank, or just
but
content in general, not
it's
just movies. But
but
now
has it?
now they're turning the they've been turning the table as of I classify it this year because I think Captain America wasn't too bad. Um, but they're turning the table, but it's just not like a flip of a switch with people. Once you make them feel like they wasted their money, niggas is not just gonna jump to wanna pay a nigga again. If I go to the plug and I'm paying top dollar for some gas and that shit is ass, I'm not going back to that nigga for some time until he get his act straight. The
What if?
same way. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say like with the economy where it's at. What if 500 million is like the
The best he can
top
do.
of the hill? Like not the best, but the top of the hill.
I
And then
think passing
everything
500
after that.
mil. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
think
like
passing 500 mil is good.
if that's the case, what Marvel movie came out this year
And
that
pass
really
500
did
mil.
bad? No, that just did bad. Could you
None.
really like that? That's what I'm seeing out of it. Is that what it's? That's what it seems like. If 500 is like that's hard to achieve. That's the top of the hill, and that's hard to achieve.
Hmm.
N- If they got properties getting 400 mil, what's bad about that?
They've been turning it around. It's just not the explosive numbers that people have been accustomed
Yeah,
to once the Infinity Wars, the End Games, the Spider-Man No Way Homes, and all of
it's a
them Jones
different
came out.
time. Things were cheaper.
Because I'm curious how Multiverse of Madness, now that we're talking about it,
No,
we're
I
just
think
going
that
off
one
of
got
the
about
tangent.
4 or 5, right?
I'm thinking
I
it's
think
around
those
four
numbers
too.
is similar to. No,
Damn.
That
Global
made
box office
955?
955.
yeah,
That shit
it just
almost
was a
made a
different time.
billy.
Wait,
Yeah,
what
so
did?
like Doctor
Was that
Strange and the
after? Was that
Multiverse of
after
Madness.
Endgame?
That was after Endgame.
Yeah, so niggas probably thought he was gonna be taking the mantle, and was like, "Oh, we gotta see this joint."
Yo,
That was after No Way
Endgame,
Home too.
Infinity Wars, and Endgame was just that good.
No
It
Way
was
Home did
Yeah,
1 point something billion though, didn't
yeah,
it?
yeah, it did. It
like
made a billy. But I
Yeah,
think No
that's probably
Multiverse of
why, because it was
Madness
it
like
just
was
there was
after
too.
that
after
was
No
like
Way Home. Damn,
yeah.
Yeah,
Multiverse of Madness.
955
Yeah,
mil.
Like I know Eternals did bad. It's really only a handful that did really bad.
Yeah, that did
the Marvels
atrociously
did
bad.
terribly. Well, did
Marvel's,
horribly.
Eternals.
Secret Invasion scorned a whole lot of fans.
Yeah, but that's a
Yeah.
TV show. It's
Yeah,
not the
but I mean
same.
that counts too though, because it's
It
their content.
does. It does, but it doesn't hold the same weight. Like you really cuz you got to think about it with a movie. You doing all of that work for that movie to come out
Hmm.
and for your company heads, the only way to really prove if it's a success or not is by how much people actually gravitate and spend immediate dollars, not
Hmm.
a subscription that they pay at the top of the month, but like here's my immediate like it's a lot more weight. If you have movies that do bad, that's way more impactful in my opinion.
Hmm.
It doesn't have to be, but mm-mm, mm-mm, no. Yeah, dude, handful have like really done bad. Ant-Man, I take it is on that list, right?
Ooh,
I
Yeah,
man, I
if
don't
anybody
know.
got that list, I could
Quantumania.
pull that list up. Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh, the
I
list of all the box
imagine
office.
the fuck is they
Shang-Chi
making
did
it about?
okay, right?
Yeah,
Out Shang-Chi
yeah,
was in the same level as like Captain America
yeah. I think it
this
made
year.
more. I think it made
It
like
made more. I could
seven.
see it. I could see
Let me
that.
look.
Yeah, they haven't really
Um,
had. It's only been a cut. Like that's why one of the questions I think to Feige was if we gonna see Eternals, and he didn't answer, and I
He
kind of
like, look,
understand
y'all know that
why.
was some bullshit.
He said with them numbers.
Yeah.
You think we
Wait,
bringing
hey, if
them
that's the
back?
case, we shouldn't be seeing no more Marvels.
But they love the girl, and she did good.
Too bad. That hey, ladies, that means these women need to get their asses into these seats.
I don't
Yeah.
think that they have anything immediately planned for Brie Larson.
Oh, what's her name? She gonna be on the new team for Avengers and X-Men. Little Marvel girl.
Yeah.
Remember they showed her next to that little blob X-Men,
Yeah,
whatever the fuck
yep.
his name is.
If those are real images, that's really up in the air as to whether they are or aren't.
The Marvels did 199. Ew. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 did 845 mil. Ant-Man and the Wasp surprisingly made 476.
Okay, so that's up there with Captain
And
America.
that ain't even good.
Wakanda
But that's
Forever
the
made
thing is that
859. Ooh, Love and Thunder
I'm gonna
made
say this
760.
Love and Thunder made what?
760.
it's
And
the
Wakanda Forever made what?
859. I can
Yeah.
understand Wakanda Forever, but Love and
I
Thunder
can't.
Thor is a big character,
and
and then you
Shang-Chi
put
got
a title like
432.
Love and Thunder.
Like
You
that's
said it. Shang-Chi
disrespectful.
got what?
432. That's
Yeah,
disrespectful.
but that's like the lowest before
That's the lowest outside of
2020.
Captain America Brave New World, I think, got 413. Eternals got 401. And Black Widow had 379. And Black Widow came out right after
That's
Yeah,
the
Spider
Endgame,
Man
right?
Far From Home. It was Endgame and then Far From Home and then Black Widow.
yeah. So we could tell which one's not
Yeah.
coming back.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna see. I don't think Brie Larson we gonna see for a while, to be honest.
I think so.
And I think that's why Feige said the shit about Thor when you think about it, because he said, I remember Chris Hemsworth, they was saying in an interview, like he was joking about it, but you could see on his face, like, you bringing in Brie Larson and now she's the most powerful person in the MCU, more powerful than Thor. And you just built this nigga up since 2010, 2011. So now when he's in his prime to still play Thor, they probably like, look, we just gonna keep you as the most powerful, or give you a crazy ass movie where you ain't doing shit with the Guardians, or
Yeah.
you not being
Introduce
goofy.
Beta Ray Bill finally. And then have him pass off the mantle to him
Bro,
once it
yeah,
finally
and
comes.
do a
Pass the mantle off, you think?
Yeah, most definitely. Once
Dude.
it's time, at some point in time, Chris Hemsworth is gonna get out of here. Beta Ray Bill will probably be the easiest way. That
replace
way,
him.
yeah, you don't
CGI.
necessarily have to get a person that fits a chiseled figure such as Chris Hemsworth for Beta Ray Bill. All you need is a
They gonna
nigga
be
with a
in a
good voice
CGI
actor.
suit anyway.
Yeah, all you need is a nigga with a good
Yeah,
voice
but
actor.
Beta Ray, they still gonna have to end up reintroducing Thor at some point if they do that. But if they want Chris Hemsworth to go all the way to like Thor, essentially looks like looks like Odin,
Look like
but
Odin. Yeah.
Thor. Unless they go to that level with Chris Hemsworth, which I'm gonna be honest with you, I could see that if he willing to stay. It's like one of your original Avengers that's willing to stay till the very end of them possibly being able to play the character. Yeah, I feel like Marvel gonna keep that guy. They already lost Chris Evans for the most part. I mean, he could come back.
Speaking of Chris Evans,
He's
he was supposed to be in
he stepped out.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Go ahead, D.
I was gonna say, speaking of Chris Evans, he's supposed to be at the end credit scene of Fantastic Four as Nomad.
As Captain America or
as
as
Nomad. Nomad.
As Nomad.
Nomad.
Yeah.
Cap on the run.
Yeah.
But I thought they was gonna do it as a thing like I
The
didn't know how
evil?
they were gonna do it. I thought they were gonna do it like when he was returning the Infinity Stones, he ran across Doom or some shit, and then that probably happened. He was like, "Let me get these Fantastic
Do you
Four
think
niggas.
he
I can
got
go
a
back and
prominent role though?
Maybe.
no."
If
I don't think
RDJ,
so
which I'm
either.
pretty sure they're gonna, somebody talked about, I think Scoopers or leakers talked about it. RDJ, everybody that is basically like the cream of the crop of the OGs. RDJ, Iron Man, Captain America, supposedly Steve Rogers, Tobey Maguire, Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, fuck, Who else would it be? Pop could be a Blade too. I don't know.
Wesley's, yeah.
And all of the super OGs, probably some characters from the X-Men as well. But there is going to be allegedly all of those niggas are supposed to be in there. Like they already worked out shit already, and they just lying when people asking them questions. Allegedly, we don't
But
know.
we really just
They
don't
throwing
know
a
to what
bag.
extent that role is gonna be.
They got it.
Because I think that whole Thor crying over Deadpool thing, like I feel like that's going to happen in this movie.
I don't think it's gonna be Deadpool that he's crying over.
It's gonna be Secret Wars, and it's definitely gonna be somebody that because
Nah, it's gonna be
Loki
Doomsday.
died. What died? Oh, that was. You think it's gonna be
They
in
gonna have
Doomsday?
to
I
kill
think that's
off
gonna be
Blade.
Doomsday. I don't think that's Deadpool that's in his arms. I think that's Loki.
Again, I think killing
Again.
off with Loki as a keeper
Yeah,
at
I
times
could
should be
see
somebody
that.
saved for like Secret Wars, though, right? No.
But that's what introduces Secret Wars because
Oh,
Doom takes that power from him, and then he's basically has the power to be able to, I guess, hold
does
the
Thor know
multiverse
Loki is
together.
alive?
Huh?
Thor knows Loki is alive from
No.
when they travel
No.
back in time. He don't, right?
No. Nobody technically knows. He's been in the TVA this whole time outside of him slipping through time to talk
Okay.
with that nigga.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, but yeah, nobody knows. I don't believe.
Okay, yeah. So that would make sense if it was Loki, but it's like, 'cause I don't think they're gonna kill off not Daredevil, but Deadpool.
The story behind it would be super compelling too because we finally got to Loki being a good guy. He finally was able to pass that corner in his life, only
Yeah.
for this nigga to fucking get cooked.
No chance they gonna bring in Deadpool.
Get sucked up by Doom. No homo.
No, because you got a
There you
point.
go.
You got a point. No chance they killing off Deadpool and they just brought him into the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I mean, they technically could kill him, but at the
How
same
much money
time,
did he make?
it's not. Thor is not gonna be crying over this nigga Deadpool after meeting this nigga for one movie, bro.
Deadpool and Wolverine made what?
Especially if they're
800?
trying to take Deadpool and Wolverine made a Billy.
Bro, they not getting rid. Especially if Hugh Jackman is like, I'm really
They
not
already-
coming back.
Yeah.
They about to be like, we can't lose both of y'all. Y'all made us y'all the newest series to make us a
Yeah.
$1 billion. All we got is what? Fantastic Four, Spider-Man. What's the $1 billion earners?
Deadpool, Wolverine,
Yeah,
Black Panther.
When the MCU start doing X-Men, I'm telling y'all, it's over. They
Yeah, that's gonna be Billy.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
2 billions.
Yeah, it's gonna be disgusting. Especially if they got a good cast for them too, good compelling stories, and they get more comic book accurate. Deadly.
I don't know. I don't
Deadly.
think they are.
Let's
Maybe
go.
that's the hot take. I don't think they're gonna be more comic book accurate with the X-Men.
I feel
I
like
think
I
so.
feel like when you get X-Men, if they saw the success of X-Men '97, they like, look, we doing a whole reboot to this universe. If we gotta get some shit right, it gotta be the X-Men.
But it just may
And
be.
if we-
It's just gonna be. I think it's gonna be a different team.
Plus, I think they have the opportunity to do something and probably twist it to a better ending, which I don't think the comic book counterpart was able to do. But the Krakoa era, I feel like they're gonna be able to tap into that aspect, which had some good stories within it. I think a lot of people just was upset about how it ended, per se. And then plus the Krakoa era opens up the abilities to come back, segue back to the Eternals as well. Bring some other Eternals into the fold. Had the mutants fight them niggas, and then boosted up the Celestials and Axe Judgment Day.
197 million ain't them. We ain't getting Axe.
yeah.
We ain't getting Axe.
They could bring back
They had a
the
crazy
Eternals
cast
plus.
for Eternals though too. So did the cast really
Yeah.
matter? They
The
had a
cast
nigga,
don't
they had a
really
Bollywood actor in Eternals.
Yeah, they don't
And that
have
shit and that shit ain't do nothing in India. Fuck we talking about.
I think.
Yeah,
I
they
think it was a
don't.
decent film though. I think it was a decent that special.
It was
effects
boring.
good.
It was long.
It was
yeah.
long and boring. I'll give you that. I think it was a decent once you're able to actually stay up.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. All right, let's go over these Feige facts. We kind of
Feige facts.
Feige facts. All right, you know that I personally get a check from Marvel every fucking week. Kevin,
Of course you do.
I've been waiting on the last one. Y'all kind of late on this last one. I need that. All right, stop playing. Appreciate you. Nonetheless, Kevin Feige was interviewed by Variety recently. Article just dropped today, if I'm not mistaken. And they asked a lot of questions. And shout out to Variety. Whoever this reporter was did a phenomenal job with getting all this information. Adam
Right.
B. Berry, Angelique Jackson, and Brent Lang. Kudos to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. We appreciate y'all. But nonetheless, we're just going over some quick things, quick tidbits. I'm not gonna read the whole joint because that joint is long. Pause. But a couple of different things that caught my eye. Kevin Feige on Blade being delayed. We didn't want to put a leather outfit on him and have him start killing vampires. You can start and have a good script and make it a great script through production, but we didn't feel confident we could do that on Blade. We didn't want to do that to Mahershala and didn't want to do that to ourselves.
Jesus Christ.
Kevin Feige has revealed that there is a plan to reset singular timelines and reboot the MCU after Avengers Secret Wars, which we already knew. Something about pivoting from Kang to Doctor Doom, saying that Kang. We had started talking about Doctor Doom, even before we officially pivoted from Kang. In fact, I had started talking with Robert about his audacious idea before Ant-Man 3 even came out. Even before what happened to Jonathan Majors, we had started to realize that Kang wasn't Thanos. I think this is very true though, because there was a couple of scoopers I was talking about. Doctor Doom was already in the works before, and that Kang was kind of like like the Madara type villain of the verse.
Madara.
When we know
But you think
Kaguya
about
was the
this,
real
though.
villain.
You see how they like. You can't say Kang is not Thanos after you put a movie out with him as the main villain. After you greenlit him saying that he's killed multiple Avengers before. After you give him a backstory. After you give us the Council of Kangs. Like, you knew this is the big bad that you wanted. Like, you can't just come and be like, yeah, we knew he's not Thanos. Yeah, I mean, Thanos had
A
a
lot of
10-year
characters
build.
aren't Thanos.
Yeah, but Thanos had a 10-year build, you know? So, and you had Kang lose to Ant-Man. So you already didn't give him a good showing in his first debut in the cinematic world. So I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, you know, he's no Thanos. Yeah, you let him be no Thanos. Kang could literally, I don't know. I feel like they could bring him back, but it's just the way that they've gone about it. It's just kind of fucked up. Like it could have been a one-off Avenger, kind of like one-off villain, kind of like Ultron in a sense. It had him go back into the future and just chill or you know, playing something and then come back. But it's like I don't think.
Oh no, did we lose him?
Yeah,
You
I
know,
think
they
it
had
broke
plans
up.
for Doom and
Oh, there
shit
we go.
like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I think that they just trying to say he just trying to say that to save face because he can't say
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
any
he probably
comment.
don't
Fired
want to
that
talk
nigga for
about it.
touching one of our own.
Yeah,
throwing her
that's
a
too
little
messy.
aggressively into the air. Yeah, they're trying
That's
to talk
too
about
messy.
that.
He was like, nah. Y'all not. This the only thing I'm gonna say on this,
All
and
right.
it's a lie. What was some of the other things?
Feige teases the future of Deadpool and Wolverine in the MCU. I think there is much more to be had with both of these characters, but we'll see where. Kevin Feige
Mhm.
says Marvel Studios can't include Miles Morales in any MCU
That
film.
one.
We've been
That one.
told to stay away.
That's stupid.
I
Um,
Like it
this
don't make
probably
sense. It don't make
this
sense because at some
is it
point
because
Tom
of
Holland's
it
gonna be
do
animation?
done.
it do make sense from Sony's standpoint.
Do they
It
just
do
want
make sense
Miles
from
in
Sony's standpoint.
animation?
That's the one thing that they haven't tried as of this present point in time. They have tried to do the solo Spider-Man films after Tobey Maguire. I mean, even at the third one, you kind of started to see that the wheels were starting to fall off. Amazing Spider-Man 1 comes out, it's a pretty decent film. Amazing Spider-Man 2 comes out, ass. Widely known from the general public. Then you got Miles Morales
Yeah.
animated films outside of the Tom Holland ones, which I'm pretty sure they're looking at it like Marvel is basically co-opting this shit, taking it over and taking it to where it needs to go. We're just there to save face and get money. But
But they
then
can
you got
still use him for anim. Why would you not want to move him into live action if you always a part of the money?
Well, because
You
Sony,
all
it depends. They if they like, yo, y'all, because Marvel gonna be like, okay, we're gonna use Miles Morales for this, and this, and they like, we getting a piece of that because we can do this Spider Verse shit in 2027 it come out, and then we plan like they probably playing it right now. We got a Spider Verse universe. We got a Miles Morales universe where they probably gonna create some characters or do a Prowler spinoff or do some other shit or whatever. They like we'd rather rake in $1 billion from the animation, just keep all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you gonna use Miles, because what can they use Miles if in animation if MCU using him in live
Yes.
action?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yes. That's what
depending
I'm
on
saying. It's just more money. Why would you not?
like
I don't think they couldn't touch
they
him.
can
that's the
literally
only
do.
I get
thing.
what you're saying, D. If it was a limitation like that, where if they do it in live action, then they got in the contract that Sony can't do anything animated while the live
Yeah.
action is going. But we've seen Spider-Man be used in animation, even though granted this major story was around Miles Morales, but
Hmm.
we have seen Peter Parker appear in the animated side of it for a good portion of the animated side of it, to where I don't think that anything is in the contract around that.
They
They
wouldn't keep that to
should.
themselves.
Then y'all got, bro, you got games in the animation that's gonna both bring you back
Mm-hmm.
the money that you would lose in doing a live action movie
We have to keep
with
in mind
Miles
they're
Morales.
they're super ego driven. They're so ego driven. They thought that they could release Spider-Man villain movies in and of themselves by themselves without Spider-Man being any type of playing any type of factor in those movies. You know how egotistical you gotta be to think that that shit will actually work.
And like you saying, it don't even make sense. I'm just looking at these box offices from every Spider-Man movie. The Into the Spider-Verse is the lowest. Like both movies are at the bottom for every Spider movie that has come out. So it's
Really?
like y'all
Damn.
can it's like y'all can put y'all movies out, but if you've got the creative rights a little bit to Peter Parker. Like you could literally just do Peter and Miles and just double your bread.
Yeah.
I feel like if they
Mhm.
give Marvel that, because I feel like Miles Morales, even though they still have access to all of the Spider-Man villains, Sony
Yeah.
does, I feel like they would still need. They see what Tom Holland brings in being combined into the MCU. Being a part of the MCU only provides them more money. But then if you do that, now you bank in two of your highest selling properties with another company, basically.
Yeah.
I get it, but the fact that they can use the character however they want
That is
is
true.
the part that I just can't get behind. I can't understand it. Like to me, I would contract the villains instead of making movies for the villains that you're gonna do a terrible job with. I would rather
Yeah.
them contract Norman Osborn out for the MCU. Contract Miles Morales out for the MCU. If there's any movie that's done as a them being the main character or main focus, then
Mhm.
that's a Sony product. Like you have to
Mhm.
look at that as being a Sony product as much as it is a Disney Marvel product. Why? It's just I don't know. To me, that's the bottom line is you're gonna get more money if you don't be stingy with that. But I think maybe what the example is that they might going back to kind of what you said, Rob, about like egotistical.
Mhm.
It could be that they genuinely just don't like for Disney to make mad money, even if they make a lot of money out of it as well.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I feel like that's probably something that may be more at play, and as to why they haven't had the best conversations throughout the years.
That's their only bargaining chip. Miles Morales, the token. The I don't want to call him that, but the token
But
nigga.
they can't make a Spider-Man movie without Marvel live action at least.
They could try.
What do you think you gonna get?
Amazing Spider-Man 2? I don't want another one of those.
So
Yo, you know what's crazy? Out of all the fucking Spider-Man villain movies we got, them niggas never thought of making a Green Goblin movie.
yeah, that would have been way better. They
Nobody
not
wants to
smart.
because they think that Tobey Maguire has such a chokehold on that character. And to a certain extent, Sony, because I feel like they're not that well versed in the comic books, where Sony is hesitant about using that nigga. Kevin Feige, that was the first thing he asked for when they was talking with Sony about the rights and using him for the MCU. Hey, we doing a movie together. I want to see Green Goblin in there. And Sony at first was like, no, 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 until Spider-Man: No Way Home, and then they finally gave him the opportunity to use him. And we
And they
see
had to
how that
use an
shit went
old
crazy.
one. They ain't
Yeah,
even give him a new one. They said, no, no, no,
Mhm.
no. Not only
we didn't
are you
know.
gonna wait till the
We
third
bring
one, you
Right.
bring this
using
nigga back.
somebody we already use.
Bring this
Mhm.
nigga back. We need him.
Because to be a buck with you, yeah, okay. I think it's more coincidentally that that happened while Marvel was in the multiverse. Because I feel like if this was another era
Mhm.
and we weren't doing all of this multiverse stuff,
It wouldn't have
and Kevin
been easy.
Feige asked for Green Goblin,
They would have said,
they would
"Fuck
have
no."
gave him the. They either would have said no, or they would have
No, no,
still
no, no,
gave
no,
him the
no,
old
no.
dude, and it wouldn't have made no sense
Yeah.
in any other saga but the multiverse saga. Could you
Right.
imagine trying to fit him in? And this is
Mhm.
just like street level Spider-Man. Here's this old Tobey Maguire Spider-Man or Green Goblin for you. That's crazy. Yo, I don't think they like Marvel. I don't think they like getting along with Disney or Marvel. I think it's Sony. From day one I always thought it was Sony, and I still think it's Sony. Sony got they are too much on their high horse.
I need them niggas to sell the rights already. Please.
They never
Get
gonna
get
do that
get
though.
WB. Now you see that James Gunn can make a comparable movie with it hitting
Hey, one
400
movie
million
ain't gonna cut it,
worldwide.
Rob. We gotta wait for
Hey,
Supergirl
one movie
to come
that
out.
is very
Yeah, I
true,
agree
but
with
it is
G.
very promising in comparison to the last type of
Mhm.
outings that DC has had, especially with Joker 2. That left a bad taste in everybody's mouth. And then them intentionally going away from IPs that did very well, such as the Penguin, didn't make no sense.
Okay,
And
in all of our conversations though about Sony acquiring the rights to the
Mhm.
DC universe, can I just throw another possibility out there?
Mm.
What if they just want to prevent Marvel from like them continue having in this chokehold over Marvel
Mhm.
and them being able to get as much profit as they can out of anything with involving a Spider-Man IP? What if they just content with that? Like we
that's you
making
know how
like
petty
we
you
might
gotta
make bad
be.
movies. I'm just saying, I
Nigga
wouldn't rule
said
it out at this
"W-
point.
we're at least at minimum wasting 400 million each. Not even I'm not even gonna say 400 million because some of that CGI was ass. And
In
Yes, it
what?
was.
in all the Sony spiders, all the Sony films, most of them, nigga, Madam Web, I didn't even get to the point of the CGI. I already know
Did
that
y'all
shit
get
was
to Did y'all
ass.
get to the CGI in Craven?
Yeah, I seen some of that. I was like, ew, this is disgusting.
Dog,
Mhm.
the
My eyes
nigga
hurt.
landed. He jumped from the 8th floor, landed on glass. I He landed on glass. There was no sound effect. There was no blood on his feet.
Yep.
I'm like, this is the worst CGI I've ever seen in my life. Not a little glass. He landed where all the glass broke. And then the stampede shit they had, I was like, this is
Oh,
probably the worst. This is the worst third act I've ever seen
oh.
in any superhero movie.
Venom 2, like, boy, all right, nonetheless. Kevin Feige confirms that John Bernthal will return as Punisher in the Spider-Man Brand New Day. It'll be a different tonality. We already knew, or it was already speculated that John
So,
Bernthal Punisher was going to be in there, but now it's official. So,
so here's the cool part about that one. I don't know if when y'all seen the Superman movie, they showed a trailer with both Tom Holland and John Bernthal in it, The Odyssey.
Odyssey.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's cool that they'll already have that chemistry going into the Spider-Man movie to be able to know how each other like works when it comes to this. So one, I am looking forward to seeing the Odyssey because that's probably one of my favorite Greek
Yeah.
mythological stories from reading in high school. So I'm looking forward to that. But the fact that they're already working together and they pretty much, at a sense, know how each other works or know how to work with each other,
Mhm.
it's going that Spider-Man movie about to be crazy with them two alone.
Punisher's gonna be funny.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting with the Hulk too, and then possibly you getting Mr. Negative. Potentially,
Ain't no. You gotta have Mr. Negative if they
if
gonna
they
bring
doing all
Craven
of
the
this
Hulk.
shit. Mr. Negative doing the Wanda of Age of Ultron and
Mm-hmm.
turning that nigga Hulk back to Savage. Oh, this is
And that's the
Marvel
thing though,
Rivals in
don't
live action.
he got his human body, or I thought, what did he do?
Who?
Bruce Banner,
Bruce?
he can still revert to his human body, or did he just get rid of that
Mm,
and just put his? I don't know what the fuck he was talking
I
about.
think it's more advantageous for him to be Hulk all the time,
Okay,
if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, because I
Um,
know maybe it's MCU canon because Edward Norton's Hulk is an MCU, but he said every time he transforms into Hulk, it's like somebody pours acid on his brain.
damn,
So maybe they like, okay, keep that for the Hulk. That way he could just be like, yeah, I'm gonna be Hulk 24/7, so I ain't got to go through this pain when I change.
maybe, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we've all been wanting a Savage Hulk back again, and that opens up the possibilities. There was a new thing as well, which was just jumbled all in all of this Feige stuff, the Feige Facts, from the Hollywood Reporter. The stars of the unreleased 1994 Fantastic Four film will have cameos in the Fantastic Four First Steps. Now, at first, you like, why the fuck is these niggas that never had a film having the cameos on the Fantastic Four First Steps? Why would
Multiverse.
you think that they would be showing different versions of Fantastic Four? Or if we better ask the question, why would they need one person from the team? It's been some leaks. There's been some rumors about the Council of Reeds possibly be playing a factor into this motherfucker.
Okay, there we go.
So that piqued my interest just a little bit, y'all. So look out for that. We got Fantastic Four dropping this weekend.
So
I
do you
mean,
see
Mike,
is
them?
there any
So
point in doing that though? Like right after doing the Council of Kang, even
I
if
think
it's
so.
not something that we using.
Yeah, you
I
got
think
to do
so.
Council of Reeds though.
Yeah,
It's the OG one, yeah. Like I do get it, but do you do that like this soon, or do you do that in a second
I think you can use it
showing?
right now, and you can still use it for later on because that's a reset button.
Yeah, facts.
So
Yeah, that's true. We don't know what the reset exactly entails either.
yeah, but T, did you ask something too? Didn't you?
my thing is, besides them possibly showing the Reed we saw in the Multiverse of Madness that got killed,
Hmm.
do you think they show the other two Fantastic Four Reed Richards? Like we get to see them. Maybe Michael B. Jordan make a pop up as
Fuck,
Johnny Storm?
fuck, no.
I don't
Like
think they'll do all of that. I think they
They just gonna
will
do
use just the
Reeds.
reads. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna do the two. I think they already speculated that the first Fantastic Four
Reed.
film,
The one from
um,
'94, the old school joint, the one from
or the
2005,
two
and then
thousand
Miles Teller,
two thousand
2015.
five. I think. I thought that. I think it could have been the other one too. I really want them to do Miles Teller and do him as the Maker. We've been saying that. I've been saying that. I really, they have a beautiful opportunity to use that shit, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you hear that they speculated all of those three reads popping up? I'm
I
guessing
mean,
they
shit.
will
If
use
them
them.
niggas get some, if they throw in them bread, I'm pretty sure they're gonna show up anyway.
Yeah, they're just throwing money at the wall at this point. Kevin Feige has revealed that there has been four versions of the Blade film. We landed on modern day, and that's what we're focusing on. Michael Waldron is now working on a script for Avengers Doomsday. I'm pretty sure he's just finishing up the ending, if I'm not mistaken.
Was he the same one that did Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts?
I think so.
I'm not positive on that.
Let's look.
Yeah, I'm trying to look
He
it up
did
real.
Loki, Avengers, Secret Wars season, a Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Um, did he do anything else? Oh, he was the writer for Rick and Morty. So he did the really Additional crew on Thor: Love and Thunder. I thought he was the.
Oh
first.
hell,
Yeah, he was the writer. He was the writer for Doctor Strange, though.
Doctor Strange,
Yeah,
what?
yeah, Rick and Morty.
Mar-
Multiverse of
Madness.
Madness.
And what is he about to do for Marvel?
He's
Blade.
doing.
Jesus
Blade.
Christ, we're fucked. Excuse me, Lord.
Nah, he's working on a script for Avengers Doomsday.
Oh.
Oh, we're equally
Who's doing
fucked.
Blade?
I can't.
Somebody
remember.
black. Watch.
Nah, I don't think it was anybody
Mm-mm.
black. They just revealed
Oh,
it.
hopefully David
Eric
Goyer.
Pearson. Eric Pearson is currently writing the script for Blade. He previously worked on the Fantastic Four First
And
Steps,
Thunderbolts, right?
Thunderbolts, Godzilla
Yeah.
vs Kong, Thor Ragnarok, and Transformers 1.
Oh God.
I heard Transformers 1 was a pretty
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
Transformers 1 was
Yeah, I was
good,
about to
but
say, his
look at the
lineup
other
is
ones.
Terrible.
Look at the
Thor
other
Ragnarok
ones.
wasn't
Not
bad
that
either.
bad.
Ragnarok isn't bad.
Above?
No, Transformers 1, the
Transformers
animated
1?
movie.
Oh, I ain't see that shit.
I heard it wasn't that bad.
His lineup don't sound terrible.
Yeah, it's not bad. Thunderbolts was well received.
I mean,
Godzilla
he just
vs
did
Kong.
Fantastic Four, and we sitting here clamoring about
Yeah.
Fantastic Four being great.
Well, my thing is Thunderbolts. I'm okay with Thunderbolts. Ragnarok. It was better than Thor 2 and 1 and 4. Like that's the best ones. Yes, Ragnarok is better, but at the same time, it was like, eh. But then Godzilla Kong.
I kind of like that, John. I'm not gonna hold you.
Godzilla vs Kong was fire.
What did he do on Ragnarok?
He wrote it. Oh, he
Okay.
previously worked on. My bad. I don't know if he worked on. I don't know if he wrote it. Let me see.
See,
He-
because
he
you know,
looked
the
like
thing
a
is,
nigga
I don't
that-
even know if that's fair because that had the Tahiti Waititi, whatever his name is.
Yeah, I know.
Taika Waititi. This
I hate
nigga-
that guy.
This nigga be speaking in tongue when he be trying to pronounce his name.
Man, it really is.
Yeah.
Taika Waititi.
He was the writer of Thor. Oh Lord, he was the writer of Thor Ragnarok, a writer on Black Widow, a writer on
Black Widow wasn't
Thunderbolts,
terrible.
and a writer on Godzilla vs Kong. Black Widow wasn't terrible. I think it just came out at the.
But it wasn't, it
Godzilla
wasn't good,
versus
though. Nigga said
Kong.
it wasn't terrible. That mean it wasn't good.
Yeah, but I don't know if I would blame the right. Like all of the ones that we could say bad here, I don't know if I would blame the writers for why it was
Sure.
bad.
You sure?
Yeah, Black Widow, no.
You can't
What
blame
else
the
would you put
writers
in that,
for why it was
Ragnarok?
bad and they wrote it.
No, it don't have to. Just because the writer wrote a script, that doesn't mean that the director followed it. And if it's any
It could
director,
have been a lot of different things. Sometimes the CGI
if
be
it's
so
any
bad on
director
projects.
changing a lot that I could see, Taika Waititi is probably changing a lot off of your script.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he let niggas improvise. So he wasn't. You can't blame the writers because they ain't do shit the writers did.
Yeah. So I
his
think
track
that's
record ain't
that's
really-
probably one of the more reliant writers / directors that I would trust with Blade. If Fantastic Four is great, I think that's now I'm at the line where it's like, yeah, I think I could trust this guy for Blade. Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four alone.
Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four.
Godzilla versus Kong, which
Godzilla
actually
versus
was
Kong.
not a bad movie. It really was
It
not a bad
wasn't.
movie.
But for Blade,
It also. Oh, he also wrote Agent Carter. As well.
The
TV show.
joint that was on ABC.
Mhm.
Yeah, bro. He good. He fine. He's fine. He can write. Okay, he can write decently.
I am
And
saying
then
anything.
him directing. Nah, I don't think so. Him directing. He's gotten what? It's gonna be the direction part is Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four, right? Where he was actually a director.
You said it again.
If Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four is where he is a director, right?
No director. Eric Pearson, no director. It was.
He's
Matt
been just
Shackman.
writer for all
Matt
of them.
Shackman was the director for Fantastic
Oh,
Four.
he's just been the this. So this gonna be
Just
his
the writer.
first. Is he? No, he's okay. No. Yeah, he's
No,
fine.
he's
with
he's
Doom.
written for movies
He's
as
fine
well.
with Doom or Doom. He's fine with Blade. I feel comfortable with that.
I think so. I wish it was they might get a black director. I would assume that would be the key because
That's
I mean some white directors can pull it out of black actors, but I feel like a black director really gets it
No, because
the
that should
right
have been
way.
Ryan Coogler.
Mm-hmm.
So
They
at this
might still
point,
do
no.
Ryan Coogler.
God damn, we gotta stop this.
it's not going to be Ryan Coogler.
What's next?
Probably-
Luke, that's the thing though, because you could be like, "Yo, Ryan
He was about to
Coogler,"
say
but
Luke
then Marvel
Cage.
gonna be
wasn't
like,
it?
"Great, let's get black directors for black characters." Nigga, they not making no Ironheart movie. They damn sure not making another Shuri movie. They making a Wonder Man TV show, not a movie.
I'm
They
I'm
not gonna
not
make a
saying
Luke
it though.
Cage movie.
I'm not saying it because he black and the main character would be black. I'm just saying Ryan Coogler probably would be the best one to do
We
the
already seen him do
character
it. A vampire,
Blade
Josh.
in the story with Blade.
He's good. Ryan Coogler good, but I feel like his third acts be falling short. I'm not gonna hold you.
Sure,
Like
but
the
if
third
it's
act
an
is
overall,
good.
if it's an overall good movie that most moviegoers can enjoy for like the body of it all, that it's gonna generate money.
Yeah, but
How
I'm
we
saying we
care?
don't. We should. I'm just saying we don't want to just put him in that box of yeah, you
I
gonna be
get what you're
doing these
saying.
movies for us. Because think of like you look at niggas like look at all the actors that have played in a Tyler Perry movie, not named Taraji P Henson. The fuck they doing now?
Mm-hmm.
They only get a call back for a job they bust their ass for when Tyler Perry need a struggling black woman or an angry black man or a
Mhm.
crooked ass preacher. And it's like you put these people in this box. All Hollywood is saying is, "Oh,
That's all you good
that's
for.
all you do. That's all you
Mhm.
gonna do." So
Yeah.
Coogler, whenever we got niggas in film that throw punches and sinners, you got vampires, you got Black Panther. That's what we gonna keep your ass to. So it's like if he do Blade, you gonna be like, this is Marvel's. That's gonna end up being Marvel's token black director. Like, look how inclusive we are. Ryan Coogler does all of our black films.
That's fair, but I do feel like isn't he doing the X-Files or whatever?
Yep.
Yeah, if I'm
The
not
reboot
mistaken.
of
Yeah.
that. That's
Mhm.
not gonna be black. That's not gonna be
Yeah,
black.
he's not. They can't box him in. They're probably trying to, but since he's able to cultivate these deals with
Yeah,
these
he
publishing
crushed
companies and
it.
everything, he's
He
going
crushed
crazy.
it with X-Files. He really is out of here.
Yep. Disney not gonna be able to get him back.
They probably will,
Nah,
but
They gotta
Marvel's
come
got a
correct with the
bag.
money though.
He's gonna-
That's the
he's
thing.
gonna
They
have
got
a
to
lot
send
more
him
to
the
do.
bag.
they've been giving niggas
They shoulda
bags
got him
since,
for
since
Blade.
No,
Doomsday.
but but here's the thing though. They
They
got
gotta
him
write
for
the script.
yeah, but my thing is they had him do what he do Black Panther 1 and 2 and he's supposed to be doing the next one.
Yep.
And Black
When
Panther
this-
2
it-
wasn't talking about shit.
Yeah, and X
Yeah,
and
well,
X
This
Files.
next one. This next one.
And
gonna be
X
good.
File, and my thing is X Files. If
I don't know that.
if he does amazing for this first season, yeah, no, he gonna be like, after I do Black Panther, y'all gonna have to pay me something serious to do another movie for y'all.
For sure.
And they're gonna pay
I mean,
it.
shit. Both Black Panthers.
Maybe.
The first one made a bill. The second one made 800. They already got to pay this nigga something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Already do. Already do. All right, nonetheless, the four versions of Blade they stuck on the modern day. I don't think they officially notified us who would be the director for the Blade movie yet, so there is still a possibility that
I don't think he's gonna do it though after Sinners. Like if they would have had to have gotten him before he started
I'm
festering around Sinners.
I'm
They
curious.
did, they did him solids though on Sinners.
I'm curious if he did that for that express reason though. Like I'm curious if
Maybe.
somebody gets into the same room as him, interviewer or a journalist or what have you, they ask him, "Hey, are you ever been interested to direct a Blade film possibly?"
I think they did, and he said they never came to me.
I
I could be wrong on that, but I do feel like he's been asked that.
gotta look that up.
And
But,
his answer was something along those lines. I could be wrong though. But what about, you know what though, just real quick, pivoting off of Ryan Coogler for a second. It's not just because it's a black character. It does track like statistically, it would track that when a black director is doing a piece on a character, a superhero character that is black, it has so far just gone in that direction. But like We were having this conversation a while ago when X-Men 97 came out with Duke, who did the animated show. He got into some controversy and some problems. I can't remember his name. But like they just people like him and people like Ryan Coogler, they have made some of the more provoking characters, period. Because what that dude did with the X-Men 97, that was incredible. It
Oh,
was like
Bo,
1-to-1. Yeah, him.
Bo DeMaio.
If he didn't do the things that he did, I wouldn't be mad at him directing Blade.
It would have been cold.
After how he was able to 1-to-1 that, imagine how he could have 1-to-1 the Wesley Snipes Blade into this Blade, even if it is a different story. He would have been. I feel like Bo DeMaio would have been able to capture that. Unfortunately, it's his own shortcomings that kind of eliminates
yeah,
him.
being a freak ass.
So then, who's left? I think that's the problem. Is the people when it goes to writing, when it goes to directing, I think they just limited.
I think would
Not
be
that they
a
have
good,
to be though.
Limited, bro.
I
I feel like
think
they
would be
looking
a
for they
good.
hiring the wrong people. You look at people that work on She-Hulk. Like I had this conversation with
Yeah.
someone last week, and you got writers and directors admitting that they don't read comic books.
Mm-hmm.
So why are they getting a job?
Yeah, why not just pass
That's
it
like
to
me
somebody
being a
else?
Hollywood director and they're like, we want you to direct the Hobbit movie. And I go on the interview and I'm like, I've never even seen one of these movies before. Then like, so you don't know the lore. You don't know what you're fucking doing. Like, yeah, you might have made this studio $4 billion over the last 3 years. You might have did this and this, but you don't know the lore, so you're not really gonna stick to like the essence of these characters and everything. And I feel like that's the thing Marvel going through. Like, yeah, y'all can have writers and directors, but I feel like they looking at in the wrong places. Because now you think about it, well, it would be too much backlash if the writer room was all white men with a few black men, or maybe some Asian men. But you got to realize who are the main comic book readers. It's not some two Indian girls that just graduated from college, or it might be. I'm not saying that they don't read comic books, but majority is going to be men that read the comic books. So you got to hire the people that live and breathe this shit, not just try to fill a diversity quota.
Jeff
Yeah.
Trammell.
Who is that?
He wrote Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, the most recent show that they dropped.
Oh, yeah.
Black guy, super into comics from what I could tell. I watched the interview from him.
That's why and honestly, when you look at the three names that we brought up that were black, just by pure coincidence, they also seem to be the only ones that really have been tapped into comic books throughout either before or throughout the process of the properties that they created. Think about it. To answer your question, it go right there. You said they need to get people that are more tapped in with comics. It feels like those three, in some way, shape, or form, were more tapped into what exactly Marvel Comics and Marvel comic properties behave typically. That's why I think and I think when it comes to that, you said, and while you were discussing that, you also said, I think that they're looking in the wrong places. I think you could be right about that. I do feel like you're right, because why have we been getting people who haven't really known the content in and out to exclusively be associated with the projects that involve these characters? I think they I think they realize that, and that's where the mutant saga, they're gonna probably try to recalibrate all of this stuff, but until then, they might be limited just on who they know and who they have had, who they know have worked in a superhero or worked on a superhero movie before, who their competitors haven't kind of blocked off or made difficult for them to work with. I think when you figure in all of that stuff, Marvel probably only has a few that's really been able to get it done.
But you think about this real quick. When you know how they do storyboards for movies and everything, like a storyboard for a comic book movie is basically a comic book
Itself, right?
and you bringing that to life. Wouldn't you think, yo, for example, if Marvel's doing a Blade movie or this and this, you look at somebody like Scott Snyder with Absolute Batman. Like each panel is the dialogue, and you fit in it. I get you got to fit this story into a movie, but we've seen it with Watchmen
Yeah,
straight from the pages. It's like y'all, like we're seeing it animated with the Dark Knight Returns. It's like yo,
right.
this can be done. The writing can be done, but I, it's
And
probably
that's the
coming from
bigger
Disney too,
Marvel.
because it's like you
Yeah,
got to do okay. We want this many people in this scene. You have to have this joke. You have to touch on this political point. You got to do this and this, and it's like yo, that don't even fit into the story. Now we got to try to put some shit in, or if you go Taika Waititi Titi's route and let niggas improvise for 40% of the movie, it's like, what did you hire the
yeah.
writers for? You know?
No, I get that. I think that's the larger Disney problem is that there is something that Disney looks at as like a quota in regards to the differences that exist between the properties that they create and the properties that already exist. Why that is the case, I don't know, but not like if you really think about it on a cinematic side, I can't from Marvel, I can't think of one instance where there was like a 1-to-1. I'm trying like the first thing that kind of popped off in my head was like was Iron Man 1 maybe?
What you mean?
Like where it was like 1-to-1 to a comic book. I don't even think Iron Man 1 was.
No,
Maybe?
Iron Man 1, hell no.
I don't think
No.
none of the movies are truly
None
one to
of them.
one.
And that's the thing. There's a quota, there's a threshold there that you have to have different. It seems like with this like cinematic movies that come out versus the actual comic books. But I do agree with you. I do think that in a way, whatever Disney's priority is on achieving that is really feeling like it's becoming an Achilles heel for them. But that's why I'm having hope that in the Mutant Saga, we're gonna see a lot of this stuff switched up. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know. It depends on how quickly the Mutant Saga starts too. Is the
It's gonna be
Mutant
right
Saga
after.
right after?
Right
See,
after. It
bro,
starts right
they need.
after.
I really
So
do
that's
think
what,
Disney need
2028,
downtime, something like
20,
that, right?
2030?
Yeah, 2028.
God damn.
Because that's when
Probably 2029. They'll probably release like a movie, probably to get it squared away or get it
like
started.
an in between, yeah, like right
in
after.
betweener type of thing, and then get into the because it's gonna be basically a team up film. And
I wish
Yeah,
they
but
could
isn't
take a
it gonna
break.
be a hard reset though? So this whole MCU joint, if they doing a mutant saga, that means the Avengers exist. I don't think they gonna. I think Marvel's like, look, like we ain't got to know origin stories no more. People know the
No,
Marvel name,
yeah,
Yeah,
unless
so
it's a new character.
unless it's a new character, we can do
Ghost Rider need
Ghost
that
Rider. We
work
got
done.
the X-Men. We got this and this. We starting this whole
Nova,
mutant saga off with a shebang, Attack on Genosha, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, do some. Um,
yeah, they gonna really be milking X-Men because X-Men might have to hold it down, and the
Ain't no
properties of
might, nigga. They
X-Men.
gotta hold it down.
Because I don't, if they reset a universe, bro, and they got no time to think about the characters, how they gonna reinvigorate or recreate these characters? Not both of those things, reinvigorate and recreate. Those characters to be able to fit this reset universe.
Yeah.
They don't have enough time to figure that out, in my opinion.
you
Like
don't even necessarily have to.
I
You don't have
think
to.
they somewhere they need a break. It might be with the characters that we already been introduced to, especially if you don't like, bro. Especially if you don't have the people who were getting it right, and you looking for new people to try to get it right. I don't know whether they gonna have the time to say, yeah, like we gonna do another Iron Man, or we gonna do another Thor, or we're gonna do. I think they gonna have to focus specifically on X-Men or anybody young that was
I think
new
they
and
will because
created.
they've already greenlit like the Black Panther movie and the Blade movie. So at some point in time,
Both
I'm
of those
guessing that the
characters are
scripts.
very well gonna be those gonna be characters that are like newly introduced,
Right.
so they
Wait,
can
those
be
joints coming out
Black Panther?
before Secret Wars?
No. They're coming
Mm.
out after. He's talking about the mutant saga after Secret
Oh,
Wars and
God.
everything.
Those
I'm pretty
characters
sure.
will be like they'll be like our first take on like
Yeah,
the recreated character. You know
yeah.
what I mean? So yeah, you can do
Mhm.
those two, but a Iron Man, Thor, like the characters that we've been seeing after a recreated universe,
Mhm.
and they gonna have to be really careful because at that point when they get the mutant saga, they going. Let's say okay, Chris Hemsworth. We were just talking about him being long term. We got to make sure that Chris Hemsworth locked into a contract that's going to be able to take us into the satisfy us for the entire mutant saga. And on top of that, because we did recreate this universe, they're gonna have to reinvent how they display Chris Hemsworth's Thor. So I don't, and that's my thing. I think no, you don't. You don't have. They need a break with certain characters at the very least between all of this, and I think that's where the X-Men is gonna have to buy
By
that
himself.
break. Yeah.
I mean, you could do that and the supernatural, and they said the Celestials is going to start playing a factor into that. You just introduced
Yeah, it's enough
Fantastic
to
Four.
pivot. It's a
Yeah.
massive world. You could
Mhm.
go aliens. You could go to Shi'ar Empire. You
I
could
really. My bad for cutting you off.
no. You fine.
I'm
Keep
excited.
going.
What is the one storyline that y'all want them to make into a live action? I'm reading the Annihilation Wave right now. Annihilus would
Yeah,
go
that's up
fucking
there.
dumb on the live screen, bruh.
Wait, is he? If they reset the universe, they gonna have to keep Pedro Pascal in them, right?
Yeah, they
Yep.
But
keeping them.
they newer though. You could reposition how they look. It's gonna be harder for people who've been around. Like Carol Danvers, even though we don't like her and she probably need to be recreated, they would have a harder time with that character at this point. I don't even know. I'm not even gonna get into like Captain America. He just
Sam
came,
Wilson.
so maybe
That
not.
maybe.
Maybe not with him. But Thor would be a hard one. Nick Fury would be a hard one. Um Anybody that we just kind of seen for like longer, like around or longer than a decade, they gonna be hard. They're gonna be hard to try to figure out how do we, and with the you got the in-world problems with that, and then you have the real world problems with that. That if I'm Marvel, I'm thinking maybe you have just like the Avengers is new, like how we got the new Avengers. You
Yeah,
use them with the X-Men to face Annihilus. You use them plus a young Avengers. You use them plus a Fantastic Four. But I think the characters that we were introduced to this universe with, mm-mm, take some time.
yeah.
Mm-mm. And it sucks because yeah, I would like to see original Avengers versus Annihilus or an event, like a team with members that we saw from the beginning. I would like to see that.
Mhm.
I think that's more appropriate, but I just don't think if they were to have Annihilus within this mutant saga era,
Oh no.
nope.
Not right now. Not right now.
Yeah, after the mutant saga, yeah,
After,
I think they'll be
yeah.
in good. They'll be in good footing, I think, at that point to start bringing back more of these characters. But before, Ant-Man, no.
No.
Even though, again, not really somebody who a lot of people like and have liked
Fuck
what's come
no.
out of it. If they did want to bring him back into the universe, If we still had T'Challa's Black Panther, like Chadwick Boseman's T'Challa,
And one thing I hope they do with these characters, they gotta. We ain't see a smart T'Challa in the MCU, man.
He was smart in the
We didn't
first
see
not
one.
the,
really. They
in the
just said
intellect.
how smart
In
he
the intellect,
was.
they said it, but we saw the intellect from Shuri. This is
Yes.
not the same Black Panther that has contingency plans for all these mutants, for uh Avengers, and creates his own weaponry and is the king of Wakanda. We see, excuse me, we seen that dumbass, not that dumbass, but that little Wakandan pose. We seen him walking around fighting niggas, but we did not see the intellect of T'Challa on display in that movie at all.
Didn't he make his suit though?
Shuri was doing that shit. Remember, she called his
Yeah, it
shoes
was all
sneakers,
Shuri.
Mm.
So
but
hear me out
Alright.
on this. I agree. I think what they should do is they do intergalactic Wakanda Nation. I think that should be done for this new iteration. That way you could keep the Shuri that we have and have seen on Earth, but you have the smart, the intelligent, the war strategy, the what is almost unbreakable version of T'Challa in creating this intergalactic Wakanda empire, which has been relatively and that for the nerdy side, that's been relatively well received in the comic books. I've heard that there's been some really good stories that's come out of that. I haven't tapped in myself, but that's something that I really would like to tap into. And that also could tie very well back into Krakoa if they go that route with the X-Men, because you have to remember the X-Men also have dealings on the moon. So you could have an intergalactic Wakanda that could be also interacting with the X-Men.
And then they could bring in the Inhumans.
The Indian
Oh boy.
I said the Inhumans.
I'm
I'm lying. I'm
I
playing.
know.
No, leave them niggas up on the moon.
Yeah,
Black
they
Bolt
can't. They just don't, like, you couldn't do an Inhumans movie.
Mm-mm.
It just would be bad. Like, you think Eternals is bad? It'd be worse. It'd be on that level or worse.
It will be.
So, and to be honest with you, Eternals shouldn't have been that bad. With Inhumans, it should be that bad. So
I think it was just during that COVID time though.
Inhumans suck. It's just like, bro, maybe you know who you give Inhumans to? You give Inhumans to a James Gunn type. let him take a story that people already genuinely don't care that much about, and let him add the interest through his humor and such. Outside of that, I don't see it working.
Because it's going to turn into Guardians of the Galaxy or Guardians of the Moon.
Sure, but a better version of Inhumans is boring. Like they it's just not enough.
Well, it's budget too though. Like if you gave Inhumans a movie, it will be ass, but you got a better budget. You got better costume design. You got, like, I think they just trash anyway. Even in
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's an entity like them, I would rather that entity be done by James Gunn.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about the movies coming out Friday? Do we want to play that clip at all of Galactus?
Yeah, we could do that. It was a couple more joints that was here. It was just Spider-Man is going to be a street level film.
Well, we already knew that.
Yeah. We
multiple
knew that,
Spider-Man covers will be brought to life in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Destin is doing an amazing job. He's got 8 to 9 comic covers up on his wall in his art department that he's bringing to life. That's a good sign. Like he was saying, we want them comic book readers in those positions of power to be able to do that. I'm trying to see what else. Kevin Feige plans to oversee Marvel Studios for the next 10 to 15 years, 2032, I believe, or something like that. Not 2032, a lot. The mutant saga is gonna last, I believe, until 2032.
He gonna get that one right. I just do not think. I think Kevin Feige is a nerd at least a little bit.
Yeah. Oh no, most definitely. He's been working on sets since the first X-Men films was coming out.
Yeah, he got like at this. He just one of them people you got to just kind of trust. Like, nah, bro, you get mad when this don't go right. You even if it may not be to the extent that we want him to get mad, he still get at least a percentage mad when it don't go well.
He don't.
I think so.
He get a percentage, nigga.
I'm not saying he get as mad as we want him to get.
If I'm a true nerd, I'm not letting no bullshit like Multiverse of Madness or the Marvels or Captain Marvel or Ant-Man 3 see the light of day.
Yeah.
What if he was angry about them now?
He probably was.
He probably watched that shit.
He talked about how the quality of just films just fucking dissipated when Disney Plus came out, and they had the incentive to create as much content as fucking possible so that Disney Plus could start getting in the leagues of a Netflix or something like that. Disney got greedy, and it ended up fucking Marvel in the process. I knew Kevin Feige was pissed about that. Kevin Feige also says some characters will visit the Fantastic Four's universe in Avengers Doomsday, which is a interesting tidbit of information.
Yeah, it is.
We're shooting on the same
it was getting blown up.
This nigga giving spoilers?
Yeah, honestly, that's for real, because
Mhm.
So that mean the
I thought
niggas
that
did win.
They said their universe. They didn't necessarily say Earth. I mean, nah.
why they
It's like,
coming?
nah.
Why are they coming to the main planet then? I thought that they lost. That's what
Wait, so
everything looked
if
like
they
it was
going,
set
maybe
up.
they could be doing some shit like getting Nova or Quasar, because they already fucked over Nova in Captain Marvel.
I don't think they bring a Nova until the next phase. It's no.
I mean,
Don't
if he
bring
comes
Nova in.
from the Fantastic Four universe, like they got a different
Technically, they're the only heroes of their entire universe, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought it was the Earth, the entire universe.
No,
I'm
they
pretty
entire universe.
I'm pretty
Yeah, I
sure
think
it's the
they're the
entire
only one.
universe, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my.
It's dumb Silver Surfer and Galactus is all we know.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So
Mm.
other
Just
planets
go.
just been getting they shit fucked.
That's what I'm like. I thought that they lost, and that's why they was in this universe.
We don't even know. Technically, we don't know who's in that ship right now. We know it's the Fantastic Four ship. We don't know who could have hijacked that motherfucker. And I'm pretty sure all of y'all know it's only one person that would have been
Mothman.
capable.
I got a question though for y'all. What? Hold on. This might be some good news.
Yeah, man. I'm telling y'all.
Because, bro, if that world is still around, and we know that
Uh-huh.
it's gonna be popping up in Secret Wars, let's just float with the idea Galactus won, and they could only get themselves out of there because we know Galactus wants Franklin, so they could be saying, okay, maybe he look, the threat is with us. We got a boogie. But in the process of that, we get a world where like Galactus won. It's Galactus world. And that's what we're gonna be going back to in Secret Wars.
No.
Because we was
He
wondering if
consumes planets.
I know, but he's still like, okay, somebody answers for me because I don't know the answer. Can Galactus have more than one hero at a
I
time?
think he usually does one herald at a time, if I'm not mistaken.
But he's had more heroes like Terrax and
He's had
Yeah.
more heralds. Like
But,
in
but it's
the
always
Annihilation
only
Wave.
been one at a time, right? There's never an instance where he has like 4 heralds.
The Annihilation Wave. Everybody, Silver Surfer had a story in that joint, and he met with all of the heralds. And Galactus only had one herald at the time. The herald told fucking Silver Surfer to go pull up, and he was like, "I want you to be my herald again." And Silver Surfer was like, "What about your nigga right now?" He was like, "I don't care about that nigga." And then he became herald.
The only reason why I say this is because there's a story in the comic books. Ironically enough, just follow me for a second. Galactus goes crazy to some extent. Like, it's not just he still consumes planets, but he got an element to him that's a little he off one. Like he off one. The person who ends up confronting him is Dr. Doom in that comic. So that's what I'm kind of thinking about is like, could you have a unbridled, wild, savage Galactus that's left on that planet, and it ends up being something where, I'm not gonna lie to you, I think Dr. Doom might steal Franklin's little thing where Franklin made Galactus his hero. We get this all-powerful Doom, and he's the only thing that can tame this Galactus in the original Fantastic Four's world.
I heard Doom not even from the world though.
No,
He don't have to be, but if he
supposedly
going
it was like that he is.
everywhere, if he like that, if he all powerful in Secret Wars though, like you could have an example where it's like, let's say Thunderbolts, for example. Thunderbolts end up, we know that they saw the ship. They end up meeting up with the Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four say to them, we need people to come to our universe as soon as possible, so that way we could calm this threat. Whole bunch of stupid stuff happened. They end up going to that world to help the Fantastic Four at some point in this timeline, and it's a ravage Galactus, and they like, no, we can't do nothing about him. He crazy. And then whole bunch of other stuff happened. We end up seeing Doom, this all-powerful Doom, confronting this Galactus. at some point but in his timeline. You catch my drift? Like, by keeping him alive, you could keep, basically, to simplify all of that, by keeping him alive, whatever iteration it could be, you still can have an iteration of Galactus now. Whereas before, it felt like they weren't going to have Galactus, at least coming with this Fantastic Four into this universe. And with the idea of the planet, of the universe dying or collapsing, I would imagine that would take Galactus out as well. Yeah.
Supposedly, it was leaked saying that this Galactus was so powerful that with him eating the Earth, I believe it also destroyed the universe as well. And he was able to hop between universes, and they have him being like one being instead of him being a multitude of beings in each universe.
Is
Told y'all
Deadpool versus
niggas.
Wolverine?
I
the
just
pirate?
told y'all.
What?
What would
Same
you?
with Roberts. I'm like, bro, they're not gonna cast one Galactus and then just write a like they showing this Galactus like in this grandiose form. Because
For
think of it
when
like
he
this,
gets the Norton Rat.
not for one movie. Because look how long that CGI took to create this shit, bro. He's gonna have to have multiple showings. So he's gonna be the one Galactus. That's why we gonna have female Silver Surfer, and I know she's not gonna die in this movie. There's no way.
But couldn't
that's
he
the
just
thing.
still replace him with Norman Rad? Couldn't he just still replace
He
that?
can still replace. If he
He can
goes
still
to the
replace,
main
but I'm saying
universe,
like the main universe. But isn't she? Wouldn't she be the Silver Surfer to protect Norrin and her planet?
yeah, but she would be Shalabal of that universe. The Galactus would be the only one out of the whole multiverse, but there would be technically a Shalabal and Norrin Rad in every single universe.
Yeah.
And depending on the universe, I'm guessing sometimes Galactus would choose the Norrin Rad, or sometimes it'll be the Shalabal. At this present point in time, maybe it was just Shalabal or Terax, the I can't remember his name. Fire something. Fire. What was the other fucking hero?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
know what you're talking about. But the Silver Surfer is the one you got. Even if they go to the MCU and he need another hero, it's just ridiculous to not have
Silver Surfer.
traditional Silver Surfer.
Yeah. And then you're able to do Norrin Rad, do it the right way, and then even up the stakes even more in comparison to the first time they showed them.
But think about it like this: depending on how the movie go, if Silver Surfer end up on the good guy squad like Shalabal, or if she's like, no, this world is done, and they end up following the Fantastic Four through a portal because they can sense this new universe after theirs is about to collapse. She's like, no, I gotta find him another source. And then she sees like, oh, they're going to this universe, we can float through here. He's got the power cosmic, boom boom. They really just might keep her as a Silver Surfer. I mean, I'm not tripping, but it's like, I don't think they're not gonna cast Shorty just for one movie though.
Maybe. I mean, maybe it's there's a possibility. If they see that character doesn't track higher after the movie comes out, they could very well just say, well, no, we need to just do the traditional Silver Surfer because we think that's going to sell more. They could see that and then end up flipping. Things like that have happened. But the thing is, to your point too, though, I do want to add that's the whole thing about what Kevin Feige said, seeming so like wild, is it doesn't seem like this universe is going to collapse. If anything, it's going to be one of the universes that holds out. It looks more, put it like this, it looks like the case for it being one of the last universes to hold out towards the end of Secret Wars is more likely now, or at least has a higher rate of being like, it has a higher chance of happening, where it's just one of the universes that holds out. And that's the thing, the only person on that universe could just be a ravaged, crazy, enraged Galactus.
But why would he be enraged though?
He would be bested by humans.
Maybe. Well, here's the thing. What if Earth is the last planet he can consume? What if it's the only planet left in that universe? And that's the whole reason why that Fantastic Four couldn't just go to another planet. They had to go to a whole different universe. because there was nowhere else for them to go.
But at the same time,
So
would
that mean there's no other joints in the galaxy. This is the last galaxy in the whole universe.
Well, here's the thing: we do know incursions still happening too.
Well, my thing is this: when you're saying it's the last Earth that he needs to consume, I'm pretty sure with them doing their research and Reed always like looking into stuff, they would have seen that other planets in the solar system was getting devoured by Galactus. So
maybe not. Maybe not. He could have been doing it light years away, and they could have the human technological capabilities that they're the only superheroes, mind you, in this universe. So they could be limited to Reed's mind, which Reed's mind is probably what it could have very well been that he picked up. Oh my gosh, this guy, like, we are the only planet left with hospitable life on it in the entire universe. He could pick up on that in the movie, and they just did. They were too late. And then that way, that Galactus, when they do revisit this Galactus, let's say in like Secret Wars, he's angry because he's hungry. He's supposed to be consuming planets, and there's no planets for him to consume.
My man hangry over here.
Yeah, he literally just angry.
At the same time, though, I think like that's a good thing because it'll set him up as like the big bad for the MCU later down the line. But
okay, when they merge everything,
it's like, yeah, if they do that though, he's gonna be consuming excuse me. He's gonna be consuming other planets in the MCU timeline, in the MCU universe. So by that time, they'll be like, "Oh, what is his energy source?" And Reed's like, "Oh shit, there's
back.
Galactus back again."
Yeah. Yep.
With Norman Red this time. Cooking.
See, I thought
please
we weren't gonna get Galactus.
Silver Surfer.
You said don't let him be Silver Surfer?
I said please let him be Silver Surfer.
I feel like he'd be great. Quirky ass nigga.
But I'm saying like he's got the
build too.
The build and the acting chops to be like a serious character too. They're not gonna have him be like dorky. Silver Surfer is more stoic. It's like that's why he has the board, because he's like, why would I want, a spaceship when I could just sit on this board and watch the star? I feel like
I'm just saying, long as they don't give Lakeith Stanfield the dreads from the Haunted Mansion. That's all I ask.
Norman Red, they cut that shit off. Yeah.
He's got to be bald like the nigga from 2005.
Yeah.
They're gonna give him a fade. They ain't gonna make him bald.
No,
they ain't gonna show it in that silver shit. Imagine they show the waves with this nigga.
Bruh,
that would be so absurd.
Son. It'd be
dipping. He like, I'm surfing for real.
You know how many niggas would cosplay Silver Surfer if he had waves?
It'll be over. You can't tell me. Then wait, no, because then people gonna be saying the movie's woke at that point because he got waves and a ball fade.
Yeah, fuck them white niggas at that point.
Dude, at this point,
nigga, he's the Silver Surfer. Give a fuck what he look like. Yeah. He's silver.
Nigga said waves. You slapping waves on Silver Surfer? Sign me up.
Give him the Sandman joints or the Norman Osborn.
The Norman Osborns. Nah, I need the Normans. Yeah. This is hilarious. Hilarious. All right,
they would have to have a scene with Silver Surfer just like going to the neighborhood, and then everybody not even caring about his superpowers. They more worried at his waves.
See, that goes in line. I'm gonna pivot over to they just released the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer, and people are upset with Jade's character.
Lord.
Are you upset?
That bad?
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad because honestly, here we go. Go ahead, D.
No, I'm saying niggas got a problem with everything, bro.
Because here's the thing: they have homegirl Tati Gabrielle. She's playing Jade, and she's bald. And people are like getting pissed off about that, saying I'm not watching the movie because they made Jade bald. This movie is woke. But if you look at the history of these Mortal Kombat games that came out, Jade has been light-skinned, dark-skinned, long hair, short hair, ponytail. It don't matter. She has been resurrected and brought back in many different ways during this whole series. So who cares? She's a phenomenal actress. Let her rock. She got the chops to play Jade. Let's see how this play out.
She played in before. She looks mad familiar.
She played in The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. She also played in the Tom Holland movie. if I'm correct, she was in Drake Uncharted.
Uncharted.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes. Let me see.
I thought she was in other ones too. Can we play that?
Yeah, they just
Fantastic
gonna
Four clip too?
complain
If you
about
don't mind?
everything.
Yeah, we're gonna play that clip in just a moment.
They go back to what D said. They just gonna complain. They gonna complain about every
They
single
always
thing.
complain, man.
And it's
You
like-
can't
it's
get
like, bro,
wrapped
like
up
she
into
said,
that.
like there's so
She
many
played
Mortal Kombat.
she played in
they
the
complaining because this one got a different iteration.
she plays in The Last of Us this year.
Ah,
She played in
That's where you
You.
seen her from.
She played in You.
Yep.
She played in The Supremes at Earl's All You Can Eat. She played
Yeah, that's what it was. I see.
she played in Kaleidoscope, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, Uncharted, Freakish,
Last of Us, she did a
the
great
Emoji
job.
Movie.
She'll be fine. It's not. They don't care how good the actor actually can act.
No, yeah.
They just care about complaining about anything and everything that they possibly can, including the
That got to
actor's
do with skin
appearance.
tone.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just all goes. I mean, but it ain't
No.
even just
But
that.
they're not complaining about the skin tone now for her. It's the fact that she's
It's
bald.
the hair.
It's 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 the
But
stupid. They gonna complain about everything.
but
They complained about Ellie not being
Sexy
attractive
enough.
enough. It's a
And
child.
there's a whole bunch of niggas complaining about it on
Really?
top of that
It's
too.
It's
Yeah,
a
from
child
Last of
from
Us.
Last of Us. It's a child. It does not.
Is she not
matter.
even?
Sexy enough?
She's not
Essentially,
even
yeah.
sexually attracted to men. Like, why are y'all worried?
Wait,
They gonna
a
find
child they
anything.
said isn't cute enough.
Yes, because
Yeah,
they
just like-
said in the game she was sexy,
And
which is
she's a child in the game.
nah, man.
They sounds crazy. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's
Nah.
gonna be something that people complain about for
Sexy?
everything.
Y'all can't even see my phone.
I
screen.
think
No,
she
we
was
can't.
18, 19, I believe, at the point of Last of Us
Oh,
2. I can't
ooh,
remember, or might be
ooh.
even.
They just saying
younger
the
20.
actress. They
I
just
might have
saying
to
the
agree with them
actress.
niggas there.
Yeah.
Shorty looked like a penguin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I'm,
point
y'all gonna
is,
hate.
it did not
I'm
matter.
on the side of the complainers for this.
Please,
one.
please pull up the Fantastic Four clip.
Ooh wee.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
And then Galactus
He-
is huge.
he
and
pivoted
one of
so
the things we wanted
fast.
to make sure that we captured was
It went
that
from
scale.
being
I mean,
a
first,
pod, like,
practically, it
nah,
needs
they got a
tremendous amount of light. It needs special lenses.
The biggest challenge was to make something on a human scale that we know is going to be blown up into an absolutely gigantic character. So every little bit of detail on him has to be minute so that when he is blown up to that huge scale, it all feels very real.
That nigga. Oh. The CGI looking crispy, y'all. I just wish
hope
they
you-
made it
though.
a little bit more purpler.
I hope he
It's
steps
cool.
on that kid
Oh my god.
because I'm tired of these movies saving children at the last minute where you're like, oh, here comes the hero. No, it's Galactus. A child's life does not matter to him. Your life
Thunderbolts.
does not matter.
Thunderbolt Shawty got cooked,
And she came right back after her therapy session.
but that was after.
She
She
came
said
back
she came right back after a therapy
He
session.
said, "I want them dead and gone."
to raise the stakes. They need Galactus walking through New York, building skyscrapers. None of this matters. He's looking for.
Yeah, that's what's
frankly,
gonna
he's looking
happen.
for something. Shorty got to get stepped on.
That's what's definitely gonna happen in the show, or in the movie. Is that you're gonna see there's gonna be a lot of casualties, and then that's the thing. If he ends up winning, and they end up having to flee, he's killing everybody. He's worse than Thanos. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that they're gonna have necessarily everything. Put it like this: everything is set up to where they should not have a very innocent, lighthearted Galactus here at all. He gonna be a menace.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
yeah.
He gonna be.
Now-
he gonna be cooking.
With that being said, going back to Tati Gabrielle, I would like to show the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer if y'all okay with that.
Yeah,
What y'all thoughts are?
First one ass.
You said what?
They show
I think I
they
saw a
show
little
cheeks.
bit of it.
The first one ass.
The first
I
one's
don't
butt
like the
cheeks, but
Johnny
this one looks
Cage.
promising. I like the Johnny Cage.
I
do
don't.
not
I
at all.
don't like that.
Uno mas, thanks.
He's basically fucking
You're
Billy the
Johnny
Butcher
Cage.
with an American
I was
accent.
Citizen Cage when I was a kid.
Is that the same actor?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
It is.
I
appreciate it.
They should do a
Damn.
reboot.
I'm like, you couldn't have got the nigga from
Nobody wants
Top
that.
Gun.
shit went out in the
Papa?
90s.
Glenn, what's his name? Glenn Jones?
Johnny Cage, you have been chosen to
What's
fight.
his name? Glenn
Tell
Ross?
me you're not some crazy fans. How are you doing that?
Are you coming or what?
Where the hell am I?
It's called Mortal Kombat. It's a fighting tournament. To the death.
Fuck that. This is a war for the fate of your world.
You dickheads in or what?
I'm not some champion. I don't have transformer arms or shoot lightning bolts. This shit's got nothing to do with me. I'm an actor.
I find you annoying.
Not the face.
It's time to become the hero you were meant to be.
All right, you big ugly fuck. It's showtime. Get over here!
Only the strong survive.
Finish him!
Are you shitting me? You don't have any powers?
Just incredibly handsome.
It lines up better with the game.
Yeah, like
That
Raiden's.
shit look terrible.
Honestly, and I'm gonna be real. Mortal Kombat 1 was the first one was terrible, but the second one though, this one actually seems a little bit promising because one, Raiden's outfit is comic book accurate, is video game accurate, and especially the CGI with the Scorpion fight leading into that looks kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie, the way he was scaling between the buildings and what looks like to be hell, he probably pulled his opponent down, and the person he was fighting was Noob Saibot, who is a resurrection of Bihan, who was another version of Sub-Zero.
The original version of Sub-Zero.
Yes. So to see him like pull him out from like his shadow out from him, that looks dope.
Lauren looked definitely. This is, yeah. Like I could see this.
Jade looked
being
dope.
done better. Yeah.
Everybody looks dope. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, them fight scenes of what we seen when everybody twirling sticks did not look that dope.
Yeah. Some of
Because
the
if I'm just saying, like when you talking about shit like Mortal Kombat and the way the games played, nigga, this is like before they got technical with games where you have to know combinations and it was just button mashing shit and you was giving niggas hands with anybody. It's like, yo, where's niggas like who's the choreographer? Because you got
It could step up. It could be that it's just a trailer.
and that's my thing. In the trailer, it's like, you know, the CGI don't look too bad. You know, it's otherworldly shit going on. But when you talk about Mortal Kombat, the choreography should
Gotta
be
be
on
on
some Tony Josh shit, the Raid shit, some shit where it's like, okay, this is on Bruce Lee level. Like everybody in here doing their thing. Y'all just getting act like the Jax fight we seen in the trailer. It's like, yo, like this just looks hella generic. This looks like a fan made joint.
I think at that point he was training because it looked like he was they wasn't going so hard. I think they were training at that point. I think we'll be able to see the Jack fight later on.
Every fight scene I seen in this joint was not like, oh shit, Mortal Kombat is here. It was like it's kind of lackluster right now.
Maybe we'll get a second. It comes out in October. We might get a second trailer, and they might show us a little bit. The thing's a little bit.
I'm
more
just hoping they
technically
kill
sound.
Cole off. If they kill Cole off, then that gives more reason of why they're bringing Johnny in for the next Mortal Kombat tournament.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that Johnny Cage either.
Yeah, he's.
I don't like it.
I'm so stuck on seeing him in the Boys. It's hard for me to get him out of Billy the Butcher. In my eyes right now. Maybe that's
Yeah,
a
it's,
personal
he
thing.
acts like him too. Like I don't know whether if that's how he just
It was just
naturally
a perfectly
is,
casted role.
but
Like RDJ and Tony Stark. I think it had to take him some years after Endgame before he actually started to go back in the acting, and then he did Oppenheimer, which kind of took him to the next level type of thing.
RDJ did.
he was
Oppenheimer?
even though it wasn't a good movie, Doctor Dolittle, which
yeah,
came
RDJ
out like
was in
right
Oppenheimer.
after.
He was doing Sherlock Holmes shit as Iron Man though too.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
And them shits was alright.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't love it. I don't love that casting. I think that was a money thing where they said, well, we gonna get people that's gonna want to come see this man.
Well, here's the thing. Would you prefer to see this or Street Fighter? And did you see who they have casted in the new Street Fighter movie?
No, I could see them doing
Some Bollywood nigga, I know, I heard.
Yeah.
I can see them wrecking Street Fighter though. Like I want to have.
So they have. Let me see.
They wrecked this.
No,
I'm not gonna hold you. That Jade shit, I thought I could get past this. Shorty looked dumb as hell. She looked like the Avatar. Bitch looked like Jade the Airbender.
Jade the Airbender. Oh my god.
Nigga said at first, it's not too bad. Before he said it, it's not bad. Why these niggas think it?
I'm excited.
Okay,
I'm
so
excited with these incel niggas.
all right. So who they have so far in the Street Fighter casting? Jason Momoa is gonna play Blanca. David Malshian is playing M. Bison, the one that played Polka Dot from Suicide Squad. 50 Cent is playing Balrog.
Cancel this shit. Put it on the shelf.
Noah Centineo is playing Ken. Andrew Kochi is playing Ryu. Andrew Schultz is playing Dan Hibiki.
Andrew Schultz, the podcast nigga?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I'm gonna be real with you. He's perfect for that role because Dan is supposed to be a silly character. He was a joke. He's a joke character that they added in the Street Fighter to make fun of not King of Fighters. Is it King of Fighters?
Why not put Pete Davidson in there?
Then Kalina Lang, who honestly I think was probably the perfect casting for Chun-Li. Orville Peck is playing Vega. Roman Reigns from WWE is playing Akuma. Vidya Jamwal, which is probably the Indian dude you're talking about, is playing Dalsim. And Hiroki Gotti is playing Ihanda.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie to you. The longer we talk about this, the longer I'm just like, yeah, nah, both these movies about to be trash. I'm sorry. I don't. It just ain't.
Jason
hitting.
Momoa is like, if I look like a savage beast, cast me in the role.
Yeah.
That nigga want anything with a savage look.
Him as Lobo, that might actually look pretty good.
Oh, it'll look good, but it's like, all right, nigga, like we get.
Nigga got that Dwayne Johnson playbook.
But that's the thing. The Rock playing this A24 film, like that MMA fighter, he looks
looks
different.
good. That looks promising.
Oh really? I didn't know he was doing an A24 film.
Yep.
Because everybody say he ain't never acted nothing good, so now he trying to prove it.
That shit did look good. I'm like, now this the acting chops you needed for Black Adam.
He needed this 20 years ago.
Yeah, if he
needed an A24 movie, bro. What?
He could have been on some Will Smith. I'm not saying Will Smith shit, but he could have been in a way better role.
Turtle?
Yeah,
Hold
bro.
on.
I know what you mean.
What?
They making the last Ronin movie?
Yes, and it's supposed to be rated
Is it
R.
animated or real life?
Oh.
I don't know.
Animated?
Is it animated or real life? I just.
I hope it ain't. I hope it's animated because you know they're gonna fuck it up in real life.
I don't want to see that. I agree. I don't want to see that.
It's coming out
2025.
Live action adaptation.
It's not coming. It's not coming 2025. I'll tell you that now.
They don't. The turtles don't look fire.
Nah, the last turtle movies, I think they're pretty good.
So it's probably gonna be 2026. And they already said Paramount's The Last Ronin is a dark, gritty, rated R Ninja Turtles adaptation.
Like
it might be good. It might be good.
I don't know. They just got writers right now: Kevin Eastman, Peter Laird, and Tyler Burton Smith.
Who do
Oh,
y'all
nice. So
think
they
should
got
direct
Kevin
it?
Eastman on there. He actually is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so that's solid.
Oh yeah,
The
my bad.
actual
They
writer.
automatically give him that since it is an adaptation from the comic book. They
Oh.
automatically give him that. But
It
Peter
doesn't
Laird,
have.
he did,
So it says it doesn't have any confirmed directors yet, but there's rumors circling around that James Wan might do it.
I have no idea who that is.
Oh,
That's the one that
dude,
did,
right?
Yeah, he the one. And he did Fast and Furious. So he's
You
done
said
Fast and
James
Furious.
Wan?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's done
James Wan from Aquaman too? He did give us Aquaman.
I don't know whether he did
one.
Aquaman too, but if he,
No,
did,
he did.
that's not helping. He said,
does-
"Oh no,
he
he
does-
did."
He does horror, and he was supposed to do the Trench, but it was like, you ain't do shit with Aquaman too. But
Yeah, he was the director for
no, fuck.
For
You know
Lost
who's
Kingdom.
supposed to be directing this shit? The nigga that do John Wick.
Yeah.
Oh, that dude. Oh yeah.
Give me a John Wick Ninja Turtle nigga.
Is it this
He
the
said,
orange?
You got me. You got
Is
me.
this the orange Ninja Turtle? That's the last nigga
Yes.
too.
Yeah,
It's
Michelangelo is the last
Yo,
one.
but hear me out.
Don't give
Hear
it to
me
James
out.
Gunn.
If they do live, like I get what y'all saying. The last, I get what y'all saying that the last Ninja Turtles look good, but that was in like that lighter, kiddie-ish tone. Could you see them really putting this character together with the darker
Yes, in that
tones and
universe,
the
because
darker?
bro, you look at all they gotta do. Last Ronin, your 3 brothers died. Turn this nigga into a turtle Batman, essentially, or a ninja.
But look, could
Y'all
you
remember that
see
movie
that?
Ninja?
Could you see it?
Nigga,
Yeah,
yes,
like
it's
in your head,
Michelangelo.
I can't see this in my
Niall.
like the
Michelangelo.
live
Wayne.
action side.
You're not
of
looking
this,
at this
I
the right way.
can't.
You're looking at it as like, oh, they can't change it. Imagine a Watchmen style Ninja Turtles movie, and you got Night Owl with a shell on his back, or you got just imagine Rorschach. Imagine you got a James Gunn
It's just
character.
hard.
and
It's
he
hard
turns
to
into
picture it and
Rorschach with
take
a
it
shell on his back,
seriously.
and now he got all his brother's weapons, but he's the last Ronin. This is Mikey gone serious. This is a turtle in Gotham.
I
Nigga.
hear you, but I just
Nigga.
can't like seriously live
if you-
action wise picture the turtle. That's all I'm saying. I get what you throwing, but I can't take it in my mind right now.
I see what you're saying because you're like, it's a turtle fighting humans and shit.
And
with a
that's
rat as
like
his
it would be
master.
way easier to make that look cooler.
Yes,
in
nigga,
an animation.
absolute Ninja Turtles. Think of it that way.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to picture it like this turtle live action.
He's gonna be
But-
battered. He's gonna hide the shell. He's gonna be dressed as a Ronin. Think of it as like a
Yeah.
knapsack.
All right, I'm rolling. I'm rolling. It's just I gotta see a trailer for this one when it come out.
I just know
For
they need
sure.
the nigga. They need somebody that's been doing these movies. 'Cause I don't want this shit falling into Taika Waititi hands. I might kill somebody.
It's gotta be serious. All of
They
it.
say Last Ronin directed by Taika Waititi. I'll drive to Hollywood and I'll blow the setup. That's on camera. Y'all can tell them. I said
Podcast
it.
just joined the FBI list.
Here we go. They're gonna put this man on the
Add
no-fly
Squad Nero
list.
to the FBI most wanted list, please.
They're gonna put this man on the no-fly list for the airport.
They gonna be like Squad.
Taika
Who?
Waititi, I'm coming for you, boy.
You done fucked
I
up
don't-
too many
no,
of my favorite characters.
I think they would get somebody serious.
Be right
I
back.
think they would.
John Wick.
Yeah, I agree. I love the idea of that.
Nigga, it's a John Wick turtle.
For real.
John
It
Wick
just
did all
really
of that because
is.
niggas killed his dog. Imagine
You
what
got
this
a
turtle would do because
turtle?
niggas killed his brothers.
Brothers
And his master.
Bruh.
Where's my shit at?
I can't wait. I do want to see a trailer for that though, because I do want to. That's a great story. Matter of fact, you just gave me a reminder. I'm getting that comic. Add that to the list because I do want to read that full thing, that full story. Read it for myself. What else do we have to touch on? We got the Galactus trailer in there.
Yeah, it was just other stuff about the anime recently dropping, but people, already watching that. Dan to Dan, it finally has caught up
We
to the
could do an
movie.
end of the season for it, to be honest with you. That
Yeah.
like when we did that with Solo Leveling, it felt better. Just had like as opposed to talking about it when it came out, it just felt better having a review when we at the final episode. That doesn't have to necessarily be the case, because if it's enough action, we may want to talk about it. So we don't necessarily have to do it that way. That's just a thought though. Cause like Dan to Dan, I ain't okay. Yes, the fight was cool, but like
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I
7, 8,
don't know.
9, 10,
Like
11,
I
12,
feel
15,
like I
16.
need to know. Oh, he just spoke some Azarath, Metreon. He went.
Oh no,
full
no, no,
Raven.
no, 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 no. When my man went ham on the evil eye.
Got it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, I missed what you was paralleling with that. I just thought you got a spirit in you. Honestly,
Nah, my man
you
said
scared me for a little.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
That part was cool, but I feel like there. I feel like there's more that happens this season. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I feel like there's more that happens that's more memorable.
I think
to where I don't.
He will fight the evil eye again. He's gonna fight him as they get into that pact where they fight each week and everything. Spoiler alert! I'm sorry, my bad.
Yeah, I was about to say I know nothing about that, but okay.
Thank you, Mom.
But yeah, I'd
saying,
rather
I
wait
was
till it
told
gets
not to do no
into
spoiler.
that. I feel like to talk about Kaiju number 8. Did we ever talk about the manga ending? That may be a more.
We can touch on that next week.
Talk about that next week. Okay.
Yeah, we getting 2 hours right now.
Yep.
Oh wow. Yeah. Never mind. We done.
All right. Close it out, Rob.
Never mind.
Close it out.
We appreciate y'all again. Episode 73. Again, like and subscribe. Comment, whatever you want to do, whatever you feel is in your heart that you want to do for us. We greatly appreciate it nonetheless. We hope y'all have a good rest of y'all week, and we will catch y'all next weekend. Peace.
I want all the smoke. Yeah, running trash bags of that green. Whip it fast, the whip color of cocaine. I'm independent, they in this business to start these dreams. On the road to riches, focus on the ticket, maximize my means. It's like now I'm just trying to float. There's a couple holes up in this boat. Dose my mind just so I can go. They focus on